Oh, good day everyone. Feeling better than I have the last couple days, which is a good thing. But we're here to continue a story. Yes. Back to those two wastelands. Here we go. So currently is raining outside for me, and it's expected to be like that for a bit. We'll see how well things go. See if the storm decides to knock out my internet or not. Hopefully you don't, but you never know. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the main course of events today. Alright. So for the folks, so for the folks who have not been keeping up with the story yet, where we left off, we were in the middle of New Zion after we chased off one of the Vault 22 residents that had a pit bull. We decided to and took his place. We went off to the region known as New Zion to go meet up with the new Canaanites there. Fortunately, found out by a gentleman by the name of Joshua Graham. The settlement's been completely destroyed, thanks to the Whitelegs, who are trying to become integrated in with Caesar's Legion. Joshua Graham, who, according to the information we found out from the locals of New Vegas, was one of the former head honcho, or one of the former right hand man of Caesar himself. Failed to take the Hoover Dam the first time, so he was rolled up in pitch, set on fire, thrown down to the Grand Canyon, and yet the man somehow walks, reborn now as the burned man. But we're currently in the middle of doing some tasks right now to try to help one of the tribes, the Sorrows, be able to escape from New Zion. However, Joshua Graham has other plans for that. While taking care of all this, I had to take some time to figure out what I believed was right in all this. Do we take them away from this conflict so they never see war? Do we let them keep their innocence but lose their home? Or do we help them fight to take it back? But in return from that, they lose their innocence from war. Well, but y'all would like to know where that went, so I suppose we should get started. So, also another thing I've noticed as well, the Whitelegs seem to be not very hostile towards me. As you can see, they're not really talking to me, but they are acknowledging that I'm here. Now, the geckos and the mole rats, as of recently, have started becoming more of my friends after taking enough of them out. I have no idea why. Probably something involving an update on the Pip-Boy. Something involving one of the many updates on the Pip-Boy my benefactors provided me. But I digress. We'll be needing to head in this direction here soon. So let's go ahead and start from the Virgin Fort campground, and we're gonna work our way around. So first place we need to go is about northeast towards the direction of the area, or northwest. I guess I head in that direction, but it's only one spot over here, right? I mean, we could go from the Yaguai Cave to the Wind Wall Docks and go to the Burial Mounds from there. But, ooh. I got a bad feeling I know what that is. Yeah, so this little module that was installed on this layer doesn't seem to be doing as well as I would have hoped it to be. It says it's supposed to be recharging the shots very slowly, but I haven't noticed it recharging the least bit. It's suspicious since I saw more of those spore creatures in one of the caves. At least the Venus flytrap, the overgrown Venus flytraps aren't as hostile to me as they used to be back at Big Mountain. It was a bit of a weird turn of events. What could they have done? What could my benefactors have done to my Pip-Boy to make that happen? Oh, those are green geckos. Oh, for some reason I'm able to pickpocket them. Oh, that little fellas. I mean, I'm glad I'm able to walk among them now. I don't have to worry about fighting too much if I don't need to. And I can hunt them as needed. What is going on here?
Ya Atag.
Hoi!
All right. I was wondering what I got the attention of. Hold on a minute. I'm running extremely low on ammo for that, so hold on. So, there's a little trick that you're apparently able to do with this. Let me try something here real quick. So, there it is. Alright. Assign that to there. Then we'll put that to there. Put that one to there for now. I mean, if all else fails, I could use it. I'll bind it to 8. Bind it to the 8 slot. Alright. So this should make it to where I can... Ah, there we go. Yeah. That's a very peculiar little gun here. Puts even some of the best revolvers to shame, doesn't it? Imagine the power to murder everything with your mind and a finger. But you know, jokes aside with that, it's been a pretty interesting thing. Like, not even sure how this happened, but I tried to contact my benefactors about it. They would not show with this update where this came from exactly. They said it might have had to do something with some of the unusual things that I've seen, but they weren't all too sure about it. They didn't look all too happy about finding out that I had the capability of doing this. I mean, can't say I necessarily blame them. You know, in their shoes, I think I'd be a little concerned too. Alright. So, I'm over encumbered again, so I need to figure out what I can light and load up on. Yeah. Food and water. So, I suppose this means... Oh, maybe I should go into aid here real quick. And then food-wise, what can I even... That'll work. It's amazing how much food is laying around, and yet how little of it I can actually carry around. Maybe being down to the minimum, to the max 75 in weight was a bad idea. I don't know. May also be because of the fact of all the interesting little, because of the interesting things I found. Like this anti-material rifle that I think I might have broke in the middle of shooting the guy with it. In the middle of engaging the guy who originally had it. And with those stim packs in hand, we'll go and make our way over to the next zone. Oh, next destination. We're kind of just going. Alright. So I think we're reaching an area that I need to be extremely careful in. It looks like we're reaching the... So, one of two ways we handle the camp here, Bighorn Bluff. Steal all the totems or eliminate all the white legs. I mean, what are they gonna do to us, right? Yeah. I don't understand why they find me so friendly. I really, really don't understand. I could just do this. I mean, they're not even doing anything to me. I mean, still. They'll leave him here. And that means they can... Yeah, demoralize him, but what's really gonna stop him from... God damn it. Like, really, in all honesty, I mean, I've done what I needed to do. No, I can't let that get to my head. Alright. We need to go now to go get... Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, this should be, yeah. Find the map of the Grand Staircase region. Because my Pip-Boy may have some advanced magical mapping ability thanks to what my benefactors... Thanks to some of the things my benefactors did to my Pip-Boy. Oh, thanks to the updates that were provided to my Pip-Boy. Courtesy of my benefactors. Yeah. It's I still don't think I would have, even if I, well, bothered the whole situation of, it's not even whether or not I'd be able to find my way out. I can find my way out, no problem. However, they don't have the technology of the Pip-Boys. They're having to use old world tools like compasses, and they're having to use tools of the old world like compasses to be able to navigate their way out of here. If they're gonna have any chance of being able to get away, they need everything they can get. So... Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Alright. What the hell? Oh. It might have been a bark scorpion that I fragmented earlier. Anyway. Still don't understand why it creates those ripples when I use the sprint function. I mean, ain't been a detriment at all. As far as I know, it hasn't been a detriment anyway. Patriarch's campground. mean, I'll be able to come back here at any time. I don't need to worry about picking up all these pre-war books. But less I have to pick up, the better. I don't think the big mountain transponder is going to work out in this region, is it? No, it only works out in the areas of the Mojave. I'll address the gunfire here in a minute. Yeah, I still have it, but... I feel like every time I shoot somebody with the psychic pistol. I feel like every time I do, they just suddenly have a heart attack. I know it's a relatively messed up way of looking at it, but adds a little humor. At least for me it does. I don't know about y'all, but it does add some humor for me, that's for sure. Anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and go over here to get this actually revealed. There we go. Alright, I have at least... There's gonna be 5. I still need to go this right here. Vault 22 Dwellers Guard Camp. And the Ghost Inn. I'm gonna guess Vault 22 is somewhere over here. Maybe. Or it could actually be this guard camp over here. And the vault just may happen to be out there. Just right out in the open, right next to that camp somewhere. Who knows? And then there's 3 Marys here. Maybe I should... No. Would I be able to get up there, though? I mean, it does look like there's a pathway. Maybe I could actually try to make my way up there a little early. Maybe not. Perhaps I'll give it a shot, but I don't know. Alright, let's... Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Alright, I'm not so worried now. Oh, this place looks familiar. I believe we were here before picking up lunch boxes. And then one of the buildings over nearby here was walkie-talkies, I think? Casings for 45. Purified water right next to a toilet. It's sad that the toilet water here is cleaner than the sink waters in the Mojave and in the capital Wasteland. It really is sad, but looks like this place cleaned up pretty well. Proof that even after so long, the place can start going back to how it was before. Alright. So we do need to head in this direction. We're gonna first proceed south. Next to our little gecko friend there. We're gonna head this way to go to investigate this first, and then we'll head back up north to where the map of the Grand Staircase supposedly is. Court Fog Overlook. Scenic Overlook. I'm guessing that one dead horse would have been able to... This is not a time to get involved. This is not a time to get involved. This is not a time to get involved. Oh. Hang up your spurs. Cause I sure as hell ain't putting up with your shit. I took out one of them. You at least should have the brawn to take out the other one. I hope you made it out in one piece. I'm not gonna be playing Texas Ranger here. They're just trying to let the dead horses and the sorrows both trying to live a peaceful life. White legs keep getting in the way, all in the name of joining Caesar's Legion, becoming one of their ranks. What? What are we supposed... What? I don't even understand some of this. This place feels so at peace with itself, and yet such a bitter struggle is taking place here. And most of it, at this point, from outside influence. There still would have been a trade settlement here. Still would have been one. If the Whitelegs hadn't given orders for the execution of the New Canaanite settlement. Some fact of proving themselves or another. Rite of passage, whatever they want, whatever excuse of name they wanted to come up with. At some point, maybe I need to get a guide here to explain some of the cave paintings, or some of the illustrations up on the walls. Until we know what's in here, we're gonna keep low. I'll just keep low for now. Spores. Stay nice and hidden from anything else that could potentially bring harm. Because I know the plants are fine. They're not going to attack me. No, I can't run. Damn. Alright. Let's start going through and see what we can get rid of. There we go. That should take care of that and keep me good on food for a little bit. Stuff myself a little too much, so maybe. Okay. I mean, I'm about tempted. Oh, I forgot to lead this back. I forgot to lead this back at the 38. Damn. I've been looking at this thing for a little bit. I've been looking at this thing during downtime a little bit as well. I'm well aware of what this is, what it's used for, and all that. The problem with this is that this was also found. I also found a couple of these along with Elijah's, a couple of notes from that one defector, the Brotherhood of Steel, Elijah. Slave college just like these. The hell could he have wanted with studying those? I mean, I suppose there's not much that I can do until not much of an answer I'm going to be able to find until I actually track him down and ask him myself. But yeah. "25th alcohol." I forgot Nuka-Cola Dark is technically considered an alcohol. Things you learn, right? There's the door. Suppose I just go back the way I came. See if I can find another way out. Doesn't look like any of those spore carriers are around, so we're good for now. No, that's purified water. Oh, interesting. So I can take dirty water, 2 glass pitchers of surgical tube, and with how high my survival is, and actually turn into purified water myself instead of having to go take it to a water purifier like I did at the mini vault at 101, or the mini safe house 101. Rushing water. That wouldn't be that bad. Maybe I can save some jet to get that a shot. Alright, so this is what I was looking for. I need cave fungus. Do I really mind the long ass walk back? A little bit. But with how this is right now, this will be of help. Hopefully I'll be able to go up here. No problem. Yep. Alright, now I have enough for some healing poultice. I just don't know how much I'll be able to do. Nevada agave fruit. I need 2 cave fungus. Can I even make clone cave? No, I can't. Of course not. That would be silly if it allowed me to be able to do such a thing as that. I reduced the weight quite a bit, though. I'll say that. So we could probably find some more cave fungus and bring it back. Well, apparently I'm dehydrated, so I suppose a little bit of water wouldn't hurt. All the medical provisions in the world, and the one that I have the most difficulty finding is the only reason I am driven to do this. Because this is a lot more plentiful. Because the resources to make this is a lot more plentiful, even with it dropping, even with it making my head a little fuzzy when it comes to seeing things properly. So, take a long ass trek up here. I somehow didn't set that off, or I did, and it just never hit. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna need to make 2 more Brock flowers, 2 more Nevada guave. And that lightened up the load a good bit. There we go. Let's go ahead and get out of this place before things start to escalate worse. Let's take some time to look around first. See if we can find any good reasoning for all this. I don't know. Maybe the White Legs do have their reason for doing what they did to New Canaanite. Maybe they weren't looking to join their ranks. Maybe it was more like they were forced to. It's a little hard to tell. You actually thought you had me on that, didn't you? So they were just trying to protect themselves. Oh, that don't look problematic. I don't know what it does. There we go. That forced the lock. Break down to 308s. 57's not going to need. 44, 4570s can be broken down. That can be broken down. Broken down. 556, the 9mm, that can all be broken down to lead. That should help reduce the weight problem a good bit. Let's see what we can do in terms of actually making ammunition. Alright, let's go ahead and ooh, oh my, that is a lot of rounds to use. I will gladly make all of those. Alright. So I'm still over encumbered because I may have added a little more weight to myself than I should have probably had. Now we sit with the situation. What's more important right now? Because sprint ain't gonna work while I'm over encumbered, so this could be a little problematic. I know this stuff right now. I have the capability of repairing. I don't have anything in peril to get rid of. I mean, get rid of all the little junk food things, because I'm starting to get to the point where I don't really need them anymore. Oh yeah, it's the big book of science that I no longer need. Hoping to be able to sell this thing off somewhere soon. And then, where's that dirty water at? Because I'm pretty sure with that, yeah, food and water is good. I am slightly sleep deprived, however. How's my melee? I might be able to find something here to make that slightly better. Where's it at? Where's that little book at? Ow. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be the primary shut-off mechanism. It's probably supposed to be able to find my way around here instead of just bashing it open. But you know how things go. There we go. Sometimes you don't have to wait. Yeah, that was the shut-off mechanism for that. All right, so I mean, I've been going into more survival since I've been here. Maybe I should keep going into it. Realizing Unarmed has some very niche situations like with that, but I managed to fix it with the book, so I'm good for now. Gonna start working with explosives to give the explosives I've been using a little bit more oomph to them. Most of the time I've been selling them, but you know, that's just how I am. So what can I do here? I think what I can do here for now, I'll bring up my butter a little bit. There we go. Oh, you almost had me there, didn't you? I was wondering about that. Well, now I know where the other direction was leading to in the first place. I mean, I cut this one because I think I've basically been around the whole area. At least I think I have anyway. Because this leads out towards the direction of the way out. Let me look at the local map data here. Yeah. I've already been through the entirety of this whole place. Yeah. There, and then, okay, yeah, this is back up the way we came. Dead in this way, yeah. Alright. Alright, so one area I wanted to go look at in particular, we'll get up to, will be over here. So we'll head in that direction, heading up as many of these landmarked areas to look out for in the meantime. But we'll see where things take us from here. Just force the luck. I hate not being able to take all this with me. We're here till the evening. Alright. I'm really starting to question about my, yeah, don't worry about the pit boys in the face. Some of the stuff's a little, broken for now. At least it's having some errors of pulling certain things up. Part of the updates that my, benefactors provided. I could probably get a hold of more books than this. I'll make sure that's the last resort thing of dropping before I consider dropping that. Get rid of duct tape, because that's more dime a dozen than the pre-war books are. Alright, we're good. Where are the white legs going? I mean, they have not been messing with me during the entire course I've been in this canyon, so I have no idea what's going on. Oh. Hello, Steven. Thank you for the hydrate. Welcome to the stream. Sorry for not noticing that earlier. How are you doing? Out here. Head over towards the direction there. You should be nearby here now. If I had to take a shot in the dark, I'd have to say that the area is going to be up way up higher. Like up on those cliffs or whatever. It almost felt like it was going to be the area marked on the map, but I was wrong about that. Alrighty, how are you doing, Steven? Yeah, I'm thinking the area might be a lookout point. I'm doing good. Probably do some sleeping here in a few. See. Some point later on, might join you. Assuming I don't break my kneecaps on the way down. Alright. Oh, it's got me back to the over-encumbered. It cannot run a whole bit. Get some good time on it to where I don't have to stop in the middle of things. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I might join you on it at some point later on. Alright. Oh, I think I found my way to get up there. Maybe I found it this time. Wait a minute, this looks a little familiar. Didn't I follow a Yagoi up here and kill it at some point or another? No, I didn't. It looks similar though, but I didn't. I don't know why you still haven't been able to tell that I'm not on your side.
Das will
Good
fine.
Galak is.
Yes, I believe there's 2 DLCs for Cuphead. I don't remember off the top of my head if it's only 1 or 2, but I know there is at least a DLC for it. Walker Instincts. What was that one for? Oh, discovering 100 locations across the Wastelands. Let's see. So, I guess Sun Sentinels are it's one of those vantage points, like with that one guy from from that one tribe member from the Dead Horses that was able to mark out landmarks for me. Alright, we're gonna go this way here real quick. No, we're gonna go this way. You know, actually thinking about it, this one not badly priced. Either $8. I don't want to get it if I can't get past the first few levels of the base game. I haven't really put in the time or patience to be able to go through Cuphead myself. Did it randomly on stream a few times, did it mostly on my own a couple times, but if I could do it on stream, I'm going to be going through it all the way through in one go, instead of going in the middle of one run. Just going to do it from the beginning, just going to go straight through it till I'm done. But I have to find a good day to do that where I can commit a lot of time to it. Could have probably done it this week while I had COVID, but nah. Felt like doing this more than anything else. Yeah. Man. Oh, these. It's just. Even for how small this burial site is, the fact that it's filled up so quickly. There's so many bodies here. It's troubling. You would think a place like this would be far more peaceful. Resources are a little more, fresh food and water is far more plentiful than it is out like in the Mojave Wasteland, on the Mojave and the capital Wasteland. You would think, right? But okay, so that shockwave isn't affecting other ones. Otherwise, that guy probably would have immediately started attacking me outside. Alright. Anyway, so I just took a little bit of hurt from that one. Gonna drink me some tasty sunset sarsaparilla. About 4 of them. Hello, Wolf Only. Thank you for the excessive amount of hydrates. Please, seriously, do not do so many. Anyway, that takes care of that. How are you doing? Hyperfrequency emitter implant. All 22 gems. Yeah, I noticed that. Took a drink for you. The rest of them I just gave you back. I just gave you back your points for. Yeah, I really don't need to be waterlogged right now. Oh, this is where I fought the ghost of Shia, isn't it? Or as the one shaman individual called it, take drugs, kill a bear. That was so obscurely trippy. So I have really 3 more locations to look at. I was gonna take a look at them while I'm here. This is the red gate, alright. Back down to that way. Is it this way? Yes, it is. Alright. Hold on a minute. Alright, sorry about that. This definitely does look like White Leg's territory. All this, and they still don't seem hostile to me. I mean, it doesn't hurt to get a look around here for you. Like the quickest route. If I wanted to sneak around, I'd probably want to be taking the lower way pathways. They're not living too much different. What's the luck? So it looks like it's just basically follow the water line. follow the lay of the river till I eventually reach my destination. They don't seem to be threatened by me coming over this way either. It looks like as long as I leave no witnesses, none of them are the wiser. Which is more than what I can say about other individuals. Alright, so... from the looks of it, it's just all roads lead to dead ends of the same place, pretty much. Follow the river until I reach the end. Doesn't look like I could proceed any further, but it does look like there's an area inside here. It does in fact look like there's another area inside here, unless I need to go up. No, it may have to slip through the canyon area there, but... Alright, so I've done the recon I can. It pretty much comes to the conclusion of... Follow the river. I mean, I'll be able to get through here quick enough. Alright. Let's head over towards the direction of the Sorrows camp. Because we need to speak to Daniel about the stuff that we found. And then we have a decision to make. It's kind of nice not to have to worry about any random critters attacking me anymore. At least most of them anyway. Alright, now let's go find Daniel. He's bound to be in the area somewhere roaming around. All I have to do is just find him once to talk to him. Why would anyone go so far as to genocide? For the sake of any strength or honor? I mean, I can understand putting your honor and pride on the line, giving it your all. Anyone gets in your way, yeah, absolutely, but What level of necessity is there to bring others into it that never wanted to be involved in the first place? I have no idea what I should do at this point. We could take a peaceful resolution. Please, Wolf, don't spam anymore. Does not mean you need to spam it all on hydrates, please. Okay, I can get up that way. Well, alright, back over here. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Alright, Daniel, found what you were looking for.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Is there any other way I can help us
If you could part with it, healing powder would be welcome. Brock and Xander plans can...
You mentioned needing some healing powder.
Thanks.
Just give him that. So what do you need the map for?
Grand staircase is farther east, deeper into the Colorado Plateau. The Whitelegs were able to reach us here, but it's only because Zion is close to the Long 15. They can't pursue us east of here. It's too wild. Throughout our history, we have called many places Zion. This valley is full of God's beauty, but it's just a place. Zion is more than this. We cannot use any and all means available just to protect stone and water and a piece of sky. We have to hold on to our faith. Far more enduring. If we sacrifice grace for a piece of land, we may live in this valley, but we will no longer dwell in Zion. It's better for us to leave now.
Why are you so eager to evacuate Zion? You don't seem to be a pacifist.
There's an old saying that goes, if you want peace, get ready for war. You've got me figured half right. I'll shoot dead any white leg that tries to creep into this camp. But it's only to protect the Sorrows. The Lord helps those who help themselves. But the Sorrows don't know how. Joshua and I do. Since I got them into this mess, I need to get them out.
That's an awful lot of responsibility
The
to
new
take on.
Canaanites interfered in their lives. We did that. And we've done it before, with others. Always with good intentions, but things go wrong. When that happens, we can't just abandon them. Let them die at the hands of New Canaan's enemies.
Joshua's come up with a reasonable alternative. Why not help them fight?
Joshua doesn't just want to fight the Whitelegs, he wants to annihilate them. The stakes are too high for their tribe. Hurting them won't dissuade them. If they can't join Caesar's Legion, they'll die out in a generation. They've never learned how to survive. Food preservation, tanning, even basic hunting and cooking seem beyond them. They only survive by scavenging and raiding. That can't last. They'll only stop if Joshua and the dead horses can kill their war chief and their entire war band. That's exactly what he intends to do.
Do you know the Whitelegs?
They're hateful savages who live only to plunder and destroy. Their leader is a devil called Salt Upon Wounds. War is all he knows. Everything he has, everything that tribe has, was taken by force raiding and scavenging. It's said there's no man deadlier at close range. That power fist of his has smashed 100 skulls. Maybe that's true, but so what? It's a low form of leadership. A tribe that knows only war has no future. And so he'll lead them to Caesar.
I've checked everything in the valley, and I got you the map of the Grand
I appreciate it.
Case.
Well, that's it. This is all we need. Now all that's left is to quietly pack up and try to get out of here without being noticed. That's assuming that Joshua won't try to stop me. And that he hasn't talked you into fighting the Whitelegs despite what I've said. Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. You're an outsider. Fighting seems like the practical solution. I'll tell you again. There's more at stake.
Both of them brought up really good points. Daniel doesn't want to get them involved because see Steven, awesome. Daniel wants to preserve their belief of Zion. According to his belief, according to what he believes, and the example he demonstrates to the Sorrows, Zion is always with them, no matter where they go. They can find another Zion. But this has become something of a home for them as well, however. If they leave this behind, they may never come back. On the other hand, Joshua believes that the Whitelegs need to be fought. They need to be annihilated, removed from Zion. But if we do this, and the Sorrows do in fact fight alongside Joshua and the dead horses, then their living of peace, they would never be able to realize it again, not in the same way. Can't let them abandon their home like this, though. He is right. Joshua is right. We need to fight the Whitelegs, remove them. God's work must be done. And it is our hands that must do it.
No. Why? Why? Haven't you seen enough of what's going on here to see that the Sorrows don't need to butcher the Whitelegs for a piece of land? What Joshua wants is more than an attack. He wants a slaughter. And he needs more than you and the dead horses to do it. The Sorrows can't be pushed into this. You and Joshua don't have the right to force them into it. Please, consider what I'm saying.
And you have the right to pull them off their land.
I've already explained to them that we're leaving. They've accepted it. What is Joshua going to tell them about being a warrior? What are you going to tell them about how to live with themselves after they got lost in the moment, killed someone who didn't deserve to die? Or does that not matter? Is that just an acceptable consequence if it means holding on to this valley? Maybe there is no place left in this world for mercy. But even if it tramples me into the dust, I will never accept it. And I will never condone it. Joshua must be waiting for you. I'll stay here with the others as I told them I
Thank you for this. I know Daniel doesn't approve, but destroying the Whitelegs is the only way to ensure the Sorrows can remain in Zion. You and I will lead a group of Dead Horse warriors and Sorrows hunters into 3 Marys from this position. Our objective is to find the Whitelegs leader, Salt upon Wounds, and prevent him from fleeing. Show no quarter to the Whitelegs we come across. Make no mistake about why we are here. This is an extermination.
I felt really uneasy telling Daniel that. I really did. My time from the capital Wasteland, when the old man took me in 101, kept me disguised, under the belief that I was his son. I lied to him, deceived him about it, and he took that deception to his grave at the Jefferson Memorial where Project Purity is. I came here hoping to be able to went to the Mojave Wasteland afterwards to see if I could find more information, more strength to be able to go back and finish the job there. 3 years. I've seen many things in that time, suffered many betrayals, taken the lives of many. And my one first bit of big mercy I ever made to this world was preserving Big Mountain. Other people would realize how much of a merciful act that was to them at Big Mountain and to the rest of the world. Keeping them there, helping them realize the error of their ways, and bringing that place back to life. There's a future for this world. New World Hope is what they called it. And now I sit here with that same belief in my heart, and I'm about to commit an atrocity. But as Joshua said, God's work must be done. Let's do it, Josh.
God be with you.
God be with us indeed. So it looks like alright, let's go, Graham. Keeping up is the question. We only need to cut off the head of the serpent. Or rather, cut the root. Cut off the head. Cut off one head, and 2 more grow back. So, no matter how many of them we kill, they'll just keep coming back with more. So, many years ago, after the bombs first dropped, I would have never imagined myself thinking like this. Taking consideration. No. The Whitelegs have never attacked me directly. They've been hostile to the Sorrows, to the dead horses, but they haven't attacked me. Makes you wonder. Maybe they're not as hostile, but if we don't do something soon, good people will be forced to leave their lands, never to return. To lose out on a land this beautiful, this seemingly untouched by nuclear war, by the bombs. You can't really, it's not something I feel they can take from them. This does seem wrong.
The time for talk is past. The Lord's work must be done.
Alright, I need something to help me. That should slightly push off the sleep deprivation a little bit. I have a feeling.
Alta Juge!
Somehow I knew that was going to happen. Hold on a minute. Come on, Joshua, let's go. please not run up on him.
Kobari, wafortuba me no matanakatu.
Alta Chuje!
Shit.
Finished.
Alright, Joshua, let's go. No one else has to get involved. Leave them here.
This is taking too long. We can't let salt upon wounds escape. I'm going to find a way around.
Take only the lives that are necessary. A short nap should do it. This attack here, one of my most logical decisions I've made, but one of the most uneasy ones I had to make. I didn't feel comfortable attacking and killing anyone. At least with how passive they are towards me, there's at least a chance that I might be able to. There's at least a chance that I might be able to possibly minimize the amount of lives lost. Watching these dead horses and sorrows. All of a sudden, after so long being attacked by the Whitelegs, finally turning the tide. After so long. So, what would stop either of those tribes from becoming just like the Whitelegs were? Just because they know how to fend off the land for themselves without having to raid and scavenge? Will that really change? Or that would make them just even more desperate for... Would that just make them desperate for more? Again, never thought in my years going across the Wastelands since the bombs fell, as desensitized as I was to it, never thought I'd feel this uneasy about a decision where the lives of others were on the line. I always tended to follow the route that would best suit for my survivability. And this is the first time that I've made a decision for others. So, maybe perhaps the wrong decision. Because this decision didn't feel so so much as a decision, a sounding decision on their behalf. It sounded like a decision I was making for them because of my own selfish thinking. Do any of us really know what's best for them? Yeah, Sea of Thieves, they definitely did. I will say that. They definitely did bump the difficulty on them. They're far more aggressive. The Sorrows blindly followed into this crusade. Even if Joshua Graham was betrayed by Caesar's Legion, and even if this is an intent with the intent to protect others, does this really make it any better than what Caesar's Legion was asking at the White Lakes in the first place? Honestly can't say that this was a very sound decision. At least I'm so torn on it, I don't know what to think.
We warned you at Syracuse, and you persisted. You took advantage of us at New Canaan to drive us out. And like the dogs of Caesar you are, you followed us to Zion. And now you stand on holy ground, a temple to God's glory on earth. The only use for an animal in our temple is sacrifice. Kale wachene conserva o. You understand me, don't you? Don't you?
Outman. Kunaman mad. He killed all White Legs. You talk. You stop.
This isn't what I signed up for. Let me talk to Joshua about this.
Don't listen to this thing. His cries are those of a mad beast caught in a thicket. He gave no mercy to my family, and I will give none to his.
Let him keep his dignity. Give him a fighting chance.
He never had any dignity to begin with. None of them did. But for your sake, for the Sorrow's sake, I'll let him die on his feet. Stand up and look at what's come for you. The same end he would have met if he had died on his knees. But I suppose this was for the sake of the dead horses and sorrows. Still, thanks
More
to
for
your
mind
help
than
and the
anything
grace of
else.
God, the Whitelegs won't be troubling Zion anymore. Let's go find Daniel. Tomorrow we'll be here soon enough. And there is much to do.
And so it was that the
Yeah, we're
conflict
still doing
between
Gears
the New
tonight, George.
Canaanites and the Whitelegs was finally resolved. The courier's involvement had tipped the scale, shifting the fragile balance of power.
Despite their defeat at Three Marys and the death of their war chief, the Whitelegs were determined to pursue the other new Canaanites. But when they finally tracked down their prey in Colorado, they discovered the tables had been turned. The Whitelegs who survived the new Canaanites' ambushes were hunted down by dead horses before they could reach the safety of the Great Salt Lake. When word of the Whitelegs' diminished numbers reached the 80s tribe, war was declared. And by year's end, the Whitelegs had been wiped out.
The Sorrows fought beside Joshua Graham and the dead horses, eradicating the threat the White Legs posed to Zion. When the courier and Joshua Graham felled Salt upon wounds, their victory was celebrated with a great feast. The Sorrows' transformation from a peaceful, timid tribe into a proud and warlike people broke Daniel's heart.
I'm so sorry, Daniel.
He tried to take solace in the knowledge that they would remain in Zion, but it was a small comfort. The Sorrows' innocence was lost.
Having helped eradicate the Whitelegs from Zion, the dead horses returned to Dead Horse Point in triumph. They remained neutral toward the Sorrows, but as years went on, there were periods of competitive friction, even violence between the tribes. The new Canaanites, Daniel especially, intervened regularly as mediators, but found it difficult to reconcile the tribe's conflicts.
The defeat of the Whitelegs and Zion marked a turning point in the fortunes of the Happy Trails Caravan Company. Every 2 months, the caravan met with the new Canaanites in Zion Valley to trade. Happy Trails soon returned to prosperity. The vigilance of the Sorrows and dead horses in defending southwestern Utah, initially startling to Happy Trails caravans, soon proved a blessing. The tribes united against the 80s, driving them back from Highway 50, and thus opening yet another trading route for Happy Trails caravans.
Though the courier had stopped Joshua Graham from executing Salt upon wounds, the war chief still fell in battle. The Whitelegs defeated at Three Marys. Joshua led the Sorrows and dead horses in tending to their comrades and burning the corpses of their foes. He continued to advocate militant opposition to the enemies of New Canaan and showed little quarter to those he fought. And yet he was changed. He no longer reveled in the brutality and cruelty for which he had been known in his former life. His inner demons, if not extinguished, were at the least appeased.
For years after the defeat of the Whitelegs, Daniel did his best to minister to the Sorrows' spiritual needs. Try as he might, he could not hold back the tribe's increasing militancy and reverence of Joshua Graham. Demoralized, he returned to his family and Dead Horse Point. His failures haunted him for the rest of his days.
And with that, the courier walked out of the history of the tribes of Zion and back to the gathering storm of the Mojave Wasteland.
I'm well aware that I'm over encumbered. That didn't do much down. was a little unusual. I'm gonna have to save it right when I get out. Otherwise, that's gonna end up happening again. Alright. Okay. This is a little bit of breaking out of immersion of things. Ever so slightly. Hold on a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Nope, not that. There we go. Put it up and pip way back up. Tabbed out for a minute there. Do I have anything that will do? Imagine having to relive this horror again in your mind. Over and over. Having the decision that you weren't forced to make, rather you chose to make. And from that moment, you made that decision, you weren't able to back out of it. How do you live with the consequences of it, especially when it continues to play through your head over and over again? How do you continue to live with those consequences? How does one truly live with it?
We warned you at Syracuse, and you persisted. You took advantage of us at New Canaan to drive us out. And like the dogs of Caesar you are, you followed us to Zion. And now you stand on holy ground, a temple to God's glory on earth. The only use for an animal in our temple is sacrifice. Kale wachene conserva o. You understand me, don't you? Don't you?
Outman, Kunaman mad. He killed all white legs. You talk. You stop.
Don't listen to this thief. You know, but for you. The same end he would have met if he had died on his knees. But I suppose this was for the sake. Still...
As I said before, this is more for the sake of myself.
And so it was
Sake
that
of my
the
own
conflict
guilt.
between the New Canaanites and the White Legs was finally resolved.
I'd much rather not shoot
The
him in the back.
courier's
I'd rather
involvement
not
had
shoot
tipped
him
the scale, shifting
in the back while
fragile
he's
balance of
helpless.
power.
Despite their defeat at Three Marys and the death of their war chief, the Whitelegs were determined to pursue the other new Canaanites. But when they finally tracked down their prey in Colorado, they discovered the tables had been turned. The Whitelegs who survived the new Canaanites' ambushes were hunted down by dead horses before they could reach the safety of the Great Salt Lake. When word of the Whitelegs' diminished numbers reached the 80s tribe, war was declared. And by year's end, the Whitelegs had been wiped out.
The Sorrows fought beside Joshua Graham and the dead horses, eradicating the threat the White Legs posed to Zion. When the courier and Joshua Graham felled Salt upon wounds, their victory was celebrated with a great feast. The Sorrows' transformation from a peaceful, timid tribe into a proud and warlike people broke Daniel's heart. He tried to take solace in the knowledge that they would remain in Zion, but it was a small comfort. The Sorrows' innocence was lost.
Having helped eradicate the White Legs from Zion, the dead horses returned to Dead Horse Point in triumph. They remained neutral toward the Sorrows, but as years went on, there were periods of competitive friction, even violence between the tribes. The new Canaanites, Daniel especially, intervened regularly as mediators, but found it difficult to reconcile the tribe's conflicts.
The defeat of the White Legs in Zion marked a turning point in the fortunes of the Happy Trails Caravan Company. Every 2 months, the caravan met with the new Canaanites in Zion Valley to trade. Happy Trails soon returned to prosperity. The vigilance of the Sorrows and dead horses in defending southwestern Utah, initially startling to Happy Trails caravans, soon proved a blessing. The tribes united against the 80s, driving them back from Highway 50, and thus opening yet another trading route for Happy Trails caravans.
Though the courier had stopped Joshua Graham from executing Salt upon wounds, the war chief still fell in battle. The Whitelegs defeated at Three Marys. Joshua led the Sorrows and dead horses in tending to their comrades and burning the corpses of their foes. He continued to advocate militant opposition to the enemies of New Canaan and showed little quarter to those he fought. And yet he was changed. He no longer reveled in the brutality and cruelty for which he had been known in his former life. His inner demons, if not extinguished, were at the least appeased.
For years after the defeat of the Whitelegs, Daniel did his best to minister to the Sorrows' spiritual needs. Try as he might, he could not hold back the tribe's increasing militancy and reverence of Joshua Graham. Demoralized, he returned to his family in Dead Horse Point. His failures haunted him for the rest of his days.
And with that, the courier walked out of the history of the tribes of Zion and back to the gathering storm of the Mojave Wasteland.
Okay, so we're going to drop a hard save in case this happens again. Now, Oh. I do want to get a moment to read this scripture. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, that's kind of mean to do to me here. I'll definitely be holding on to that, that's for sure. Alright. So hardcore 0, that should remove any need for any of that mess. Now, if I was looking at the maps that I had, this will allow me to be able to return back at any given point to Zion if I so wish to. Now I'm walking back a little slowly here because I'm still slightly over encumbered. I'll be keeping that one on me from now on. A reminder of solace of sorts, I guess, for the atrocities I committed. To remove 3 more weight off of me. I need to find something I can remove that'll do that. A little hunger for my trip never hurt. Satisfying a little hunger for my trip never hurt, right? need to... Okay, so it's the same, alright. The glove changed somehow with having this one in my hand. It's been a long time since I've come back to this place. Almost feels the same as the day I left it. Don't know whether I can say it's good to be home or not, but
Move along.
I think at some point or another, I'm going to need to talk to Mr. House.
Where to, partner?
Because I'm starting to feel more inclined of getting rid of Kaiser's Legion. And perhaps there might be some benefits to having the NCR around for that. No. This needs another place. In which I can put this. No. At least I don't feel I do here anyway. I suppose we'll have it in its own place.
Where to, partner?
Take me down to casino floor, please.
Casino floor.
I suppose we do have those vault suits that we can turn in. I don't hold any particular attachment to them, so I could take them over to the Vault 21.
Good to see you again. You... All right. That's gonna net... Oh, that...
There we go. I guess there was something out of that trip that could at least make someone smile. Despite the good work that we did, that I did there were so many lives that were lost and so many lives that were destroyed because of it.
Hey.
But it had to be done, right? Alright, well, let's see if we can't find this guy here, because where's that gentleman at?
Hey. Hey.
Thief! Over
Oh
here!
shit. Didn't realize he was actually going to start attacking me if I got caught. Oops. At least I know where he's at now.
Hello? Oh, what do you want? Most people don't, but
You exhibit clear symptoms of acute agoraphobia. I can help.
Ah, an educated fellow. Now that is almost as rare as art. Thank you for the offer, but I think I really can't go to see... Wait a minute. I know, I don't have to necessarily be there to...
What do you mean?
Yes, that's it. I have a camera. It is old, but it should work. Perhaps you could bring me...
I'll help you. Do you have any
I've always wanted
landmarks
to see the
inside?
dinosaur and its thermometer sign at Novak. Then there's the famous Bison Steve sign. The McCarran Airfield and the Helios 1 power station signs are of much interest to my work. Like the Sunset Sasp...
Alright.
Thank you. I really can't thank you enough for this. Please, get me all the pictures. Oh, and if you need more camera film, then...
Kodak R9000. So I just basically got a camera. I mean, I suppose I could... work with this. Take a little bit of photography here and there. Snag up some bottle caps and... Okay, it is still re-enabled. Had to make sure. Yeah, so outside of the whole immersion of this, that's basically what's been causing an issue going between DLCs because of the time lapse between the time lapse in the games between entering and exiting certain points of the DLCs, to include in Fallout 3 as well. When in hardcore mode, it'll instantly kill you due to sleep deprivation, dehydration, and starvation. Like fatal levels of all three simultaneously. But yeah, hold on.
Please enjoy the casino.
I almost forgot about something.
Where to, partner?
Take me to the High Roller Suite.
High Roller Suite.
Let me, kindly leave this in there for now.
Where to, partner?
Back down to the casino floor.
Casino floor.
I don't feel like taking any photography quests.
Let me see what you got. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call heal. Go on over to that. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a rest. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Well, I hope... I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to put... known better.
Hello? Can you help me?
What's
My
wrong?
girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge.
Where is she?
Go up the path.
I'll see what I can do.
Please, hurry. She's on the ridge past...
She's on the ridge just past the broken tower. I think I already rescued her though. Yeah, I think I might have already rescued her. Unless this feather up here is what he's talking about. Leave it be. What the hell is this? Four aces, 4 orange balls, and another ace of clubs right below the chair. Oh, this was her. She's already dead.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out.
I've dealt with enough deceit in my life already. Your life is now past. The Lord's work has been done. Let's go this way. See what we can find. Now I have to ask myself, what kind of idiot hides itself in a fridge? Given the fact of how his body, given the fact of the remains of his body, looks like he was actually caught in a nuclear blast. The hat somehow untouched, mostly. Why did he think hiding in a refrigerator was a good idea? Did he think he was in a movie or something? It doesn't matter. Oh well. I'll take his hat with me. Can't believe when I first made it here to Good Spring. When I first came out of Doc Mitchell's house, that I decided to take a route that was considered more dangerous to reach New Vegas. Managed to get there just in time to meet up with Benny, the man who put a bullet in my head. I don't regret the decision I made to put him down. I don't regret that decision in the least bit. My time in New Zion has started to make me become more appreciative of not just my own life, but the life of others around me. What is, honey?
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friend. What do you want?
Sorry to interrupt your conversation.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
I've heard your argument. What's it all
Looks
about?
like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Saw that Cobb wasn't able to find Ringo. Town's not that big.
Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true.
Why not just kill Cobb and be done with it? He's just another raider as far as I
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
What are you going to do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he... Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder...
Powder gangs?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with.
Where's Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
What happens if I help
If you were
Ringo?
able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course,
Sure.
helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. And they've got a lot of friends out there.
So, help Ringo Good Springs like me more with power gangers.
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side.
Alright. I'll at the capital Wasteland way back east. Anything interesting happening on the west?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up.
Why do you think they both want the dam, though?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out.
Feeling thirsty? I can... Mostly traders. Got a special
Let's see what you got here. New color dark's interesting. Oh, let me get out of the way.
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs?
Yeah.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little... Most of what's in there is junk, but if you want to take a shot...
How you saying, a locksmith?
The lock's too much for you to handle.
And the bobby pins?
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful. Always happy to help someone down on their luck. I hunt geckos most... Sure can. NCR patrol. Off the road, you'll probably start running...
I can't take that while I got eyes on me. Alright, well, I suppose we need to go up to the gas station here and go talk to this Ringo fella. See what he's got going on for him. Don't look like much of a gas station without the pumps, does it?
That's close enough. Who are you? And what do you want with me?
I'm not an enemy, but if that's what you're asking. I only arrived just a little while ago myself.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What's it?
What are the rules of caravan?
It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pie. You build a caravan. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids. So there's more. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Here, take this holotape. So, just keep an eye out for them while you travel. I found cards in old boxes or for.
So, did you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up.
What do you do about the powder gangers?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me.
You need to hire a gun.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this.
You know what? I don't need payment. You have no idea how many raider punks I've sixed in the capital wasteland.
I won't let you stick your neck out for free. I can't pay you back. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us.
Why don't you think I can handle myself in a fight?
I was thinking of myself, actually.
If you insist.
Start with Sonny.
Let's put that away. Heavy revolver. I'll definitely take that. So check around. I want to get a feel for the area. That guy Joe Cobb still probably sitting around here expecting someone to eventually give up Ringo. If I can find where he's at, maybe I can talk to him and negotiate for him to leave. We'll go into the schoolhouse first, however. Cybernetic Surgery Standard Edition. Not really useful in hands with a highly educated, educational, and particularly rare book. Every decent doctor should be able to learn the art of cybernetic surgery. So maybe Doc's able to do it as well. Though I do have a place I can go to for that. The auto dock over at the sink in Big Mountain. Alright, let's go see if let's go see if Ringo's follower, this Joe Cobb, still sitting around. Pest. Victor is offline. Probably because he's sitting at the, his AI is sitting at the Lucky 38 right now. So I'm not seeing him out here. Alright. Let's go talk to Sonny.
Hi there. Sticking around.
I'm helping Ringo take out the powder gangers, so we might need your
Say
help.
no more.
Just like that?
Just like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot. If you could convince Trudy to join us. I know Easy Pete's got it. Finally, there's a good...
What would Chet be
I don't
willing?
think give is in Chet's vocabulary.
Alright.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb?
Near the saloon and store is a good spot to stage an ambush if I had the help.
That does sound like a good plan. Alright, you seem to know what you're doing, so you can count me in. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. Hey.
Oh, there? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna be weaving. I'm just gonna be leaving my way out of my Nuka-Cola Darks in hand. Alright. Oh, easy, Pete.
Howdy.
I hear you got dynamite. It'll help us beat the powder
Too
gangers.
dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it.
I'm familiar with the care and handling of explosives, dynamite included.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting's...
What do you know about Joe Cobb?
Bad
That's helpful.
Well...
You looking to buy some supplies?
I need supplies for powder
Now just
gangers.
hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000-cap investment you're talking about.
Let them take over town, then I'm sure your business will be much better off.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And, I'll be guarding the store while...
Sure, show me what you got for sale. So, that leather armor you just gave me, I'm gonna go ahead and... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sell that back to you. Sell the buff out, because that's not gonna do anything for me since I'm maxed out on strength and it won't increase my carry capacity anymore. Sell the big books of science because I don't need them anymore. My science is already completely maxed out. Right. Sell the pencil because I don't need it. I was gonna break it down later, but yeah. Keeping my scriptures, of course. So the liquid nitrogen. Alright. Queen of Spades.
Thanks.
Now let's go talk to Doc about getting some help. Doc. Oh, I'm blind. Hi there, Doc.
Welcome back.
Town's gonna be attacked by powder gangers. Can you do anything to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my...
I'll be using explosives. Do you have something for more serious injuries?
I ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there.
Where am I besides getting shot? I can't remember anything that happened after leaving the train.
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though okay.
Alright, well, a little bit of past information I should have asked beforehand, but I didn't. Oh well. Let's go now. Let's go talk to Ringo. We'll have a nice little discussion with him and let him know that we were ready for action.
So what's going on?
Yeah, Sonny's with us.
Well, I guess that...
Alright. Let's do this.
Time to look alive. The powder...
Trudy and the rest?
They're getting set up.
How many are there?
At least 6.
Alright, let's go.
I'll be set up near the store.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these...
Didn't I hear you say something about not being able to pay me now?
I did have what was left of the Crimson Caravan money, but I wasn't sure if it was... I owe you more than that, though, so look me up. Thanks again for all your help.
Oh, I do have enough to be able to play it. Why not? Let's just add all of them into there. I really don't understand how to do this, because it won't let me put anything there. Oh, I see now. So that should be a legal play, but it's not letting me play it. No? Oh, that's where I messed up. Oh, I see. Hold on a minute. Yeah, maybe I get better understanding of this later on. It's fine. Anyway, so we got the powder gangers all taken care of there.
That ought to keep things settled. Keep your gun handy if you go poking. Wasteland.
Let's go take a little bit of time to explore around. All of a sudden the wasteland doesn't seem as bad as what it could have potentially been. Devil's going, huh? It's given such an intimidating name for such a empty looking place. Yellow barrels, maybe biohazard? A yellow barrel, looked like yellow barrels in the crate. Galaxy Memorial. I want to go see what that is that I just got. Can't seem to understand. Hold on a minute. Looks like I need to be a little bit stronger to wield that blade. Warning, death claws ahead. I mean, they leave me with some decently viable options here. Alright. Why does it sound like there's gunfire? Looks like a correctional facility over there too. Maybe I should go check that out at some point as well. But welcome to Sloan.
Man, I wish I'd stayed back in California some days. Generator's still not working. Big surprise.
Death claws. That was a little unfair. Just a little bit unfair. Oh shit. I didn't realize it was a third death claw. Maybe the psychic gun could actually do some justice here. Oh yeah, that's not good. I'm going to need to go in there with a much better plan than just using the psychic pistol. That constant swing and stun, that is what's killing me every time I go into the direct engagement. Little by little, draw them out. Sorry about that. I was responding back to somebody on Discord. Alright, let's continue. My work is never done, it seems. More death claws. I realize there's also an inscription on the side of this too. I'm glad he left this behind for me. Unfortunately, Actian, there isn't any body bag redeems or anything like that for my Tale of Two Wastelands stuff. You know, telling a story type of thing. Besides, I'm going to be doing a far worse than what anybody would be able to suggest for me to do in the first place. At least if any of my previous attempts have been anything to say about it. That should restore a good bit of my health and restore my limb condition. Good thing I learned how to make that. How are you doing, Actian? Welcome. That's an alpha. Come on, little alpha. Unfortunately, living out here, I don't exactly go by those terms. Especially with the sheer numbers I'm dealing with right now, I would much rather not be playing by any rules like that. This would have been a really good time to be versed in explosives, because that could have definitely brought it into all of them there. Oh, this is going to be a bit problematic. How are you doing, and welcome. As you can see, I don't exactly have any means to. You take care as well. But as you can see, I don't have much means to handle that. So I'll leave that for a better time when perhaps I'm able to when I'm better equipped to be able to handle it. Now, normal death calls on the road, those are a bit of a different story. I could easily take those out, no problem. But a large group led by an alpha, that's a different story. I hope those wounds serve as a lesson. Still can't get everything that happened out of my head from New Zion. From Zion. And again, the actions I took there, well, justified. They weren't exactly the best answer. The one action that I took there may have helped keep a land, may have helped keep a tribe in their land, but they lost their innocence. They were no longer the same peaceful tribe as they once were.
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back.
You seem friendly for a mutant.
Keep saying things like that and I won't be so friendly. Many of us are just as intelligent as basic humans, and the rest don't really have it.
Sorry on that, no offense intended.
And none taken, since
what makes the change?
You must have heard her radio broadcasts. Though why a human would follow her invitation here is beyond me, unless you didn't listen very closely. The voice on the radio belongs to Tabitha, the Supreme Commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the state of Utopatha. She took control of this place almost 2 years ago. The super mutants here do whatever she says, and she says humans are to be killed on sight.
Sounds like you had enough of Tabitha. What if I had help?
Help would improve the odds. Help might just make the difference. Alright, if you're good enough at what you do to meet me in the village up near the peak, we can talk further. I'll have a plan by the time I see you, if I see you. Good luck. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to get up there than it will be for me.
Let's see about getting that little old weapon out of your hands. And then ripping the other hand apart while we're at it. Yes, I very much so hope you're angry with me. I'm gonna let that fire continue to burn. Well, the fire within myself rather than the, you get the idea. Looks like some NCR got. Oh, hello, Jesus. Shit. Rather bit of an awkward moment. I seem to have lost my way. Can anyone give me a direction of the first direction top of Black Mountain? None of you? Okay. I guess we'll have to settle this with bullets then. Oh, Jesus. After everything I've been through now, this is probably the greatest form of mercy I can give you. Even if I wanted to talk Graham out of it, I would have never been able to, but... I need to get my mind away from that. I need to get my mind out of Zion for a bit. Alright, let's see what we got in access to now. You know, I'm actually considering for it. This might be a worthwhile one to go for. I mean, it's not like I'm not already, or not like I don't already have the capability of eating a bug, of eating some of these bugs like Cazadors. I mean, so much radiation in the area. Gotta do something about this radiation, though. Should take a little bit of edge off the radiation. Oh shit! Oh my, aren't you a pleasant one to see? Oh, I see the other one coming for me as well. No, I seem to be running out of ammo.
A pleasant surprise to see you made it.
Alright, let's do it.
Here's the plan. The gate to Tabitha's compound is guarded by several Nightkin, all of them using devices that make them invisible. I'm going to draw them away from the gate by telling them I spot...
Okay, I can make that one. I don't normally use stealth boys, but I think in this situation it might be for the best. Stealth fields are greatly increased the chance of being detected by an enemy while they're active. Default key to switch them on is X. Generally use two types of cloaking device: single-use stealth blades and reusable stealth armor, implants, etc. When active, both display their status in the top center region of the HUD. The field stability of a single-use device will degrade when it's active. Once it's reached 0, the device is broken and no longer usable. For usable device, stability will always recover over time, and once stealth field is active, they may require additional... Once stealth field is disabled, they may require additional power through source through energy cells.
I see you.
You have unfortunately picked the fight with the wrong human. Somehow I kind of saw that coming. Alright, actually, we're going to go ahead and do here is we're going to leave it off at this point. We'll come back and do all that later, because it is starting to get a little bit late, and I do have another stream I need to do later with George, as he mentioned earlier. And then some other stuff I want to do beforehand, so. To everybody who did come in to watch, I do appreciate it. Yeah, that time in Zion really was an eye-opener for me, I'll say that for sure. I never really did get it out of my head. And it was one of a number of things that happened to me that ultimately led to my final decision on where I stood with the Mojave, with New Vegas. So, we'll continue this story sometime later, but the next time I'll be here later tonight. We'll be doing a little bit of Gears of War 2 with a co-stream partner of mine, George, who, like I said, was in here earlier asking if we were still doing Gears tonight. So, if you guys are coming in for Gears of War 2 later tonight, I'll see you guys then. If not, I'll see you guys for the next campfire. Until then, all of you take care. Have a wonderful day.